Speaking of threats to India, a recent development in India has greatly angered China. And why is the dragon breathing fire, you ask? It's because the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited India's northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh to inaugurate a strategically important road tunnel. Now, why would China have a problem with what's happening within India? Well, it has to do with China's habit of making false, historically inaccurate, frankly absurd claims on territories that are not its own. It is a fact that Arunachal Pradesh is an Indian state, but you see, China refuses to accept this truth. Beijing parrots the same line again and again each time an Indian leader visits the state, drawing a fiercer and unequivocal response from India. What China really has a problem with is this. What you are seeing on your screen is the Sela Tunnel located in West Kameng district of Arunachal Pradesh. The Sela Tunnel cuts through the Sela Charbela Ridge, strategic infrastructure that will ensure all-weather connectivity between Guwahati in Assam and Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh. And I call it strategic because it will play a key role in the year-round movement of Indian Army troops. The tunnel will help with swift deployment and maintaining operational readiness along the border. Not only will it provide all-weather connectivity, the tunnel will also cut down the travel time to Tawang by at least 1 hour. That means faster deployment of weapons, soldiers and equipment to the forward areas near the line of actual control. And this is why I say that the new Sela Tunnel gives an edge to the Indian Army against China. You see, Arunachal Pradesh, which borders Tibet to the north, Bhutan to the west, Myanmar to the east, is like a protective shield to northeast India. China claims Arunachal is part of South Tibet, but really China has its eyes on the district of Tawang. And experts say it is for tactical reasons. Tawang is located in the northwestern region of the state at a critical point in the corridor between Tibet and India's Brahmaputra Valley. It provides a strategic entry into India's northeastern region. And historically speaking, Tawang, which is located just a few miles away from the border, was at the center of China's assault on India in the 1962 Indo-China War. The People's Liberation Army had seized Tawang in a surprise attack and had remained there for around a month before withdrawing. 60 years later, tensions escalated once again when Indian and Chinese troops clashed along the Tawang border. Tawang is also the site of the largest Buddhist monastery in India and a crucial military site. It is from Tawang that the Dalai Lama escaped the Chinese assault and crossed into Indian territory. So Tawang has a strategic and historical importance for India. Given China's territorial claims over Tawang, India remains vigilant, fortifying its military presence and infrastructure to safeguard its sovereignty. The Sela Tunnel aids that process. India's infrastructure push along its farthest frontiers has been described as a firm and focused response to China. It is a deterrence against China, with whom India has been locked in a standoff in eastern Ladakh since May 2020. Sure, things are quieter along the LAC in the east, but the Army's operational readiness is at its highest level. That's the promise of the Sela Tunnel. And what's more, the new tunnel will not only boost India's defense preparedness, it will also give a fillip to the region's socio-economic development. The civilian population will greatly benefit from a more secure and faster transportation route. It will grant people easier access to markets, healthcare facilities, educational institutions, and other indispensable amenities. And apart from the Sela Tunnel, India is also constructing a 1,700-kilometer-long frontier highway. This will connect all the frontier districts and sites along the entire breadth of Arunachal Pradesh. It will greatly aid the Indian Army move troops easily from one position to another. And that's not all. The Trans-Arunachal Highway will add a similar boost. With the completion of these infrastructure projects, the Army will soon be in a position to match the Chinese in terms of infrastructure. It will nullify China's advantage of easy accessibility to the border positions and give India a strategic edge over China. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.